Hi, Bob here, and welcome to glute or bum or butt muscle exercises for seniors. You have three glute muscles: a glute maximus, a glute minimus, and a glute medius. If you keep them strong, your pelvis will stay in alignment. You'll be able to move forward and sideways more easily, and you'll be able to stand on one foot if you need to. Glute muscles will support your low back during lifting and prevent knee injury. I encourage you to do glute muscle exercises at least a couple of times a week. The chair squat. I'm going to stand in front of the chair with my feet as wide as the legs of the chair, shoulder width apart here. I'm away from the chair just a little bit, but not much. I can see it, it's behind me. And as I bend my legs and push my knees over the middle of my feet, and I'm pushing down into the floor with the bottom of my feet, as I lower my body, reaching for the chair, not too fast. Even when you get down here, just gently place your glutes in the chair and sit up straight. Lean forward, maybe hold on to the chair, maybe not, and push down into the bottom of your feet. And stand up nice and tall. Don't forget to tuck your chin into your neck. To do this, to get the most benefits, you're going to do it super slow on the way down, especially when you get almost to the chair, and then just gently, like maybe you're sitting on something that might break, and sit up nice and tall. So there's a little bit of an arch to my back, not much. Lean forward a little bit, push off with your hands, or just use your legs and stand up. And of course, your glutes are attached to your legs, to that femur bone, and you're working your gluteus minimus and medius and maximus, plus lots of other muscles. I'm not thinking about my breath too much just yet. I'm thinking about the form to the chair squat. So when I get up here this time, I'm going to take a deep breath in through my nose. And as I blow out slowly through my lips, I'm going to slowly lower my body without a thump at the bottom, place my glutes onto the seat of the chair. So I slowly come back up, or come up quickly. The slow part's going to happen on the way down as I blow out. Have I done 10 yet? Using those glutes, all three of them. Plus your hamstrings, your quads, your knees, lots of hip flexor muscles. Some people like to just touch the chair with their glutes and then come back up. That's 10. The one leg. I'm going to stand beside my sturdy chair. The first leg I'm going to work is the one on the outside. So I'm going to begin with my best posture possible. Lean into the inside leg shift my weight to that hip and those glute muscles, and then lift up my knee as high as I can with the outside leg, and bring it down and push it back, still standing vertical, and then bring it up again, and then back, and up, and then back. That's 3 times. Then I'm going to bring it up, take it out to the side, bring it back, out to the side, bring it back, out to the side. That's 3 times. Then I'm going to straighten it, but don't put it on the floor yet. Just take it really straight out to the side, bring it back, standing really tall, out to the side, bring it back. All your weight is on that inside leg, and out to the side, and bring it back. And now you can rest. Let's try it on the other side. Standing up nice and tall, feet are together, a little bit of space there. Perfect posture, lean a little bit toward the chair, transferring my weight to that hip and that glute muscles on that inside leg, and lift this up as high as I can. Heel comes back, up, heel comes back, up, heel comes back, and then up, out to the side, up, out to the side, up, and then straighten the leg, but don't put it on the floor, and go out, out, and out. The walking lunge. The walking lunge is a little bit more difficult than an ordinary squat, but it's very similar in your body movement. So, standing in my best posture possible, I'm going to take one leg and bring the knee up nice and high. So I'm doing the 1 foot, which is very difficult for a lot of people. Step over the log that isn't there, put my heel down, and then my toe. I'm still vertical. My back leg is back there with my heel up, and now I'm going to lower my body down, bringing this knee here on the back leg, low toward the floor, but not touching the floor, and back up. So then, I'm going to lift that leg off the ground, which requires a lot of balance. Step over the log that isn't there, heel, toe, and when I get into this position, with that leg back and the heel up, I'm going to lower my body down, but don't take the knee right to the floor, and back up. Okay, let's try that one more time. I'll just do it, and you watch, and then you can try it. So you could do it in your house. You need a little bit of space because you're going to take a couple of steps. But basically the lunge, the static lunge, is 1 foot back with the heel up, 1 foot forward, standing nice and tall, and then going straight down with your body like an elevator and coming back up. But to make it a little bit more challenging and to work those glute muscles, remember, they help you move forward or to the side. So walking lunge really works the glutes. The bridge done on the floor is the most effective way to do it. It's a compound exercise, which means that you use a lot of major muscle groups to do it. Your glutes are definitely targeted. So find a carpet or a mat, find a little pillow or something to rest your head on. Your legs are shoulder width apart. and your feet are flat and the legs are bent. Your arms are at your side. Take a few deep breaths while you're down there. And when you're ready, you're going to simply lift your hips up off the ground. Something like this. Up. Okay? That's the bridge. Now, what I'd like you to do is try to get your hips high enough so that if you drew a line from your shoulder to your hip to your knee, it would be straight, probably about a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to try to do this. My arms are at my sides, my hands are down there flat just in case I need them, and I'm going to lift my hips up. And what do I do when I lift them up? I squeeze my glute muscles, especially my gluteus maximus. I squeeze them. I also try to imagine that somebody's pulling my belly up. And I take my knees and I push them forward. And I push down into the ground or the floor with the bottom of my feet. And then check to see if the line between your shoulders and your hips and your knee is straight, or is it sagging a little bit at the hips. Get them up higher and count 3, 2, 1, and then slowly bring your back down to the floor and take a rest. Lots to think about, right? If you could just try to get the line between your shoulders and your hips and your knee straight like this, that would be great. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do 3 bridges, but I'm going to take a deep breath in through my nose while I'm lying down here. And then when I'm blowing out, I'm going to lift my hips up. As soon as I run out of air, I'll lower my hips back down, and then I'll take a rest and then do it again. So breath in through your nose. And as you blow out, lift the hips. When you run out of air, slowly and carefully lower your hips and your back to the mat or the carpet and rest. When you're ready to do again, in through the nose. Pushing my knees away, and down I come slowly. And last one, here we go with the glute squeeze as I lift my hips. When I run out of air, I lower my back and my hips to the ground. That's the bridge. I did 3. That's pretty good. I'll do them maybe in a day or so. I mentioned at the beginning that our glutes have 3 parts. The maximus one, the big part. The medius glute is in the middle here above the maximus, and then the minimus is sort of underneath the medius. But the medius and the minimus, they do a lot of work when you want to rotate your hips, okay? Or when you want to turn and go sideways with your body. And it's hard for the exercises that you've done to really work that medius muscle in your glute. So let's just lie on our side since we're already here. And you can use a pillow or not. But I'm just going to lie down here like this. Stack my legs on top of each other. Lift the top leg and bring it over with my toe pointing down on the ground and stab the ground with my straight leg like so. When you do that, you'll feel your medius glute firing up. And how many do you do? Just keep the form right. So the form is to lie on your side, stack your legs. Okay, use a pillow or don't use a pillow. And then lift the top leg up and point the toe down, and then you're going to stab the ground with that leg, and you'll feel that medius glute muscle firing up. And you're going to take your time, think about your form, and do as many of these slowly until you can't do them anymore because the burn's too much. If that's enough, rest. And you might as well rest that side while you're doing the other side, and then you'll be done. So just lie on your side, stack your legs, right? Lift the one leg up, point the toe down, and in that space in front of your body there on the rug, you're going to stab or poke the carpet with your toe. And when you do that, you'll feel your medius glute muscle firing up. And you want that to be strong, so you're going to do as many of these as you can until the burn says, that's enough. Video. But none of these exercises will help your butt unless you do them regularly. Good luck.